So today, we're sitting with Justice Bamba, who recently completed something truly incredible, a trek to the Mount Everest base camp at the age of 63, along with her husband, Mr. Bamba, at the age of 65. We wanted to hear a little about what inspired the journey, how you prepared for it, and what the experience was like. Without, of course, pointing at your age, I have to ask, what made you decide to take on something as challenging as trekking to the Mount Everest base camp?
Interesting. If I look back, even I feel it also leaves me in wonder as to what was this futur at this age. To be very frank, I wasn't even going initially. And I used to look at my husband. I always wondered what this crazy idea has gotten into this old man's head. Subah se sham tak, he will keep calling one friend after the other to know ke chal rahe ho kya, chal rahe ho. I think 5 or 6 of them had agreed. और थोड़े टाइम बाद जब केवल 10 दिन रह गए, so I am just finding that he is getting frantic now, persuading people that it is doable, they can do. But to be honest, he was left with only one common friend of ours, Sushil. Sirf Sushil, but jo finally was going with him. And the beauty is he never asked me, would you accompany? Perhaps that is the kind of freedom actually we give to each other. I think he thought कि मुझे चलना होगा तो मैं अपने आप से ही बताऊंगी. At that moment, it just occurred to me only 2 of them left. Of course, not out of pity. It just set me thinking, ये बंदा 65 में सोच रहा है तो कर सकते हैं शायद. तो मुझे नहीं पता, मैंने एक अपने कलीग से और एक ट्रैकर से बात की. And I think it was he, you understand, I totally believe in universe and whatever power you may say.
Right.
He divinely orchestrated this journey for me. I mean, what was the trigger? But somehow I got convinced that bhai jaya ja sakta hai.
So had this ever been on your bucket list? Had
Not
this
at
ever
all,
been in your
not
mind?
at all, not at all, not at all.
So this was completely
It was not
spontaneous.
even in the wildest of my dreams to undertake a mad journey like this,
Right. That's actually amazing. And before you left, before you went on for this journey, was there any particular fitness regime? Because you have to train for the altitude, you have to train for the heights that you're going to climb. So was there any particular fitness regime that you followed? Probably not, because it was much more spontaneous for you.
As you yourself answered, because I wasn't going, so there was no question of training for it, much less any kind of regime. But I think what put us instead was our 1 hour every day, which works for 7 days. So I think that, and to be honest, I had not even tried to find out how treacherous this is going to be and what am I didn't think at all that what should I expect on this journey. But yes, when Mount Everest attaches to anything, it does create a kind of awe in your mind. But I just walked. I think it was him only who didn't put it in my head to think. So when I announced to him कि ठीक है मैं भी चल देती हूँ, and it was only this kind of affirmation by me. And we quickly booked our tickets, because with our tickets booked, the only preparation I would say was to buy woolens quickly, the shoes meant for trekking, and to find out with the guide some parka he said must buy because the temperature may go down, because we were traveling. This was not a very great time to travel to base camp. तो उससे बताया कि -20 तक भी, so you just go and find out. तो बस मेरी तो तैयारी यही, वुलन्स क्या लेने हैं और some nuts one must carry. So this is what was my only.
What month of the year was this?
It was in November 24. Yeah.
Must get really cold at the time.
It did. But in the later days, of course, it was.
And were there any surprises?
Not, I won't call them surprises. There were days which were really, really tough, like putting one step ahead was like an entire journey we undertake in a day in planes. और एक आध बार तो मन में आया कि क्या पंगा ले लिया भाई. And I can't even blame him this time, because he didn't ask me कि चलोगे. It was me who jumped onto the wagon, just looking at him कि भाई 2 ही लोग रह गए. But I don't know, men don't talk about it. But I was finding they were not saying anything, but there were moments, not to boast about my strength, but I found both of them sometimes struggling more than me. But they would not utter. But yes, there were very challenging moments. but the guide was very, he was a pure soul and a very kind soul. I think all Sherpas are like this. वो जो भी पीछे रह जाता था ना उसके लिए रुकता था वो. तो मेरे साथ तो कई बार ऐसा होता था कि एक स्टेप कैसे लूं. मैंने 5-6 दिन तक तो I didn't use that walking stick, which they trekking stick, what you call. But then he said, ma'am, he was very polite. Ma'am, I think you can try this. So despite that, but one thing I did, I had learnt it from my 2010 journey to Kailash Mansarovar कि किसी से कोई मुकाबला नहीं है. One thing I decided when I went on this journey कि कैलाश में मुझे लगा कि कहीं कहीं I did not enjoy and I kept struggling with my body. So I'm not going to do this. Even if it is a struggle, I'm going to walk on my own pace. I'm not going to listen to anyone. कि भाई जल्दी चलो आज. Actually तो कोई भी somebody was little bit ahead. There was not a big group. Only me, my husband Anil and our friend Sushil. So हम 3 ही लोग थे और एक हमारा गाइड. तो इतना भी कंपटीशन भी नहीं था किसी से. और मैंने सोच लिया था कि मैंने पिछली बार बहुत मिस किया. मैंने पिक्चर्स भी नहीं ले पाई. मैं अपने को ही जस्ट पुशिंग योर बॉडी अहेड वाज इटसेल्फ अ टास्क. सो मैंने इस बार मन भर के फोटोग्राफ्स और वीडियोस बनाए. So that put me instead that I halted wherever it needed. But yes, it was very, very challenging. And then in the 8th or 9th day, there were only boulders. If you stand, तो आपको पता ही नहीं है कि रास्ता कहाँ है. You just put a step ahead and see now where you can put your next step. So it was like that.
So this is where a guidance of a nice Sherpa comes in, right? They can
Yes.
guide you through the...
Yes, he was very sweet. What was interesting? It was interesting and very, very scary. It turned out to. It was, I think, day 4 when we were traveling from Phakding to Namche Bazaar. हम अपनी मस्ती में 2 ब्रेक ले लिए. I don't know why Sherpa also didn't say anything. तो 2 ब्रेक ले लिए. How we used to undertake our journey, we will be given some hours. कि इतना होता था सुबह चलना है और शाम के आपको पहुंचना है.
Right.
तो उस दिन we took a lunch break and we also took a tea break. So we didn't realize while we were passing through the rhododendron forest, it's a beautiful forest, but the sun started setting in. और धीरे धीरे and within no time, I don't know where the sun set, and it became pitch dark. And there were moments when it was very scary. हमारी टॉर्च भी बाहर नहीं थी, but anyway these days these smartphones help. लेकिन एक आध बार तो जान निकल गई. तो फॉरेस्ट अनएंडिंग हो गया. पता नहीं इस शेरपा को भी रास्ता समझ आ रहा है क्योंकि कोई रास्ता तो है नहीं. He was just passing through trees, but he had a great sense of direction, I must say. Anil did a good trick. He said, just look up. When we looked up, as if वो कहते हैं ना तारों की एकदम चादर. इतने बड़े बड़े तारे मैंने जीवन में और इतने ढेर तारे मैंने जीवन में नहीं देखे थे.
And that is saying something considering you've traveled a lot across.
Yes. So that was very interesting but very scary as well. And ultimately, after much beyond our estimated time, we could cross that forest.
Was there a particular part of the journey, a sunrise, a moment that really stayed with you after the trip?
I did have few such moments. They were more than moments. I think they were life-changing. Life-changing as in this kind of experience. I do meditate, but in those moments, I think it was a meditation, lifetime of meditation happening in those 4-5 minutes. I think it was Tyang Boshe. There are longish suspension bridges, and in one of those bridges, while I was just halting to catch up my breath, I just looked up and there was a beautiful glacier and एक झरना निकल रहा है. चारों ओर पहाड़ ही पहाड़ है. नीचे देख रही हूँ तो दूध कोसी बह रही है. And in that moment, I don't know what happened. I don't know, those who have experienced can relate to it. Tears started flowing and which turned into, sobs. जैसे बच्चे रोते हैं. सुबक सुबक के जिसको कहते हैं आप रोए. I wasn't there, I would say. I was just dissolving by and by in the nature, in the mountains, in the air, I was everywhere. I was in Dudh Kosi, I was on those mountains, I was in that greenery. And I think it was a Satori moment for me. I realized when I came back to consciousness of this Leela or Maya, this world, when our Sherpa said, "Ma'am, chale," then I suddenly realized that I was sobbing. But I thought, I hope he hasn't seen it. पर वो mask लगाया था. I had wrapped myself around with my stole. So this was one moment, and there was one moment when I was just left alone as if I was much ahead of my partners on the journey. तो अचानक मैंने मुड़ के देखा, पीछे कोई नहीं था बहुत दूर तक. Although I told myself कि भाई यहाँ खो नहीं सकते, there is only 2 ways, so they will find me. But in that moment, I saw that I am on a land that was a plain, marshy type of a land. And when I looked around, all the side there were black mountains. And that hugeness, just took me over. And instead of feeling scared, I felt expanded like this, which feeling I think this urban life steals from us. So these were the 2 moments which were, I think they have transformed me.
That's
Yeah.
extremely
As a human
powerful.
being. Yeah.
And that's beautiful. It is so inspiring to see that adventure truly has no age limit. And hearing your story, I think a lot of people will feel that spark to go on their own challenge perhaps, no matter when in life.
Truly, मुझे तो 1 minute के लिए भी नहीं याद आया that I am 62 or he's 65. Our friend is also our age, so he was also. So we never felt that ये age है, इसमें ऐसे रखें वैसे रखें. At one point of time, my knee was giving some trouble, but then it also cooperated finally.
Please, any parting words, any?
जैसे मैंने कहा, it was a truly life transforming journey for me. बहुत बार पढ़ा है, ऐसा नहीं है सिर्फ पढ़ा ही है, एक्सपीरियंस भी किया है. But this journey so profoundly, it was a journey inwards, it was a journey upwards. We realized because we were always carrying our backpack. So the message is carry only what is absolutely essential. Even a gram of extra weight can pull you down, in this kind of a journey. So is true of, I think, trek of life. Don't carry much. Carry only what is essential. And sometimes, there were times when Anil told me कि भैया क्यों भार उठा रखे हो, 2 स्टोल्स की क्या जरूरत है ना, तुझे ही उठाना है. Sherpa is not going to pick it up for you. So that was the second lesson I learned, that let go of what is not needed or what does not serve your purpose in life. Else it would hinder your journey. So is true of life. And third thing, you are responsible for your own load. I cannot blame him, her, children, spouse, boss. Whatever load I carry here or here, it's my responsibility to deal with it. And next one thing, our friend, please forgive me, Sushil, I would say he's clumsy. ये भी पर फायदा हमको हुआ because he carried much stuff which we didn't have. But pack your bags efficiently. So that is also true of life. What many people don't talk of, declutter. So pack your stuff efficiently. And the most important thing, which anyway I always practice gratitude, was my gratitude to my body. I do not know if somebody, as you asked, what training, and I think people don't even believe, they must be thinking that I am not wanting to share that we didn't undertake any kind of physical training or strength training. I think my body cooperated. So I am in so much gratitude to this body. And I fell all the more in love with my lungs when they helped me breathe in those high altitudes. Even I could feel every muscle in my calf. So every muscle will help me lift my foot. I was thankful. And I even realized the importance of saliva in the mouth. Because आप वो छोटे-छोटे बच्चों वाले टॉफीज चूस सकते हैं. Then when the mouth dries up with every step, it is the saliva which helps. So I realized कितनी importance है. And this is very important for people living a very hectic life. Halt where it is needed. It is not necessary that you stay on a roller coaster all the time. I think the mainstay of my journey and the way I enjoyed, I cannot explain, was I halted wherever it was needed. And secondly, I walked at my own pace. So in life also, we need to walk at our own pace. If Danish is able to run, I needn't break my knees to catch up with him. So I walk at my pace. That is how I will enjoy life. So this is what I would share with people. So
I think these thoughts have been extremely not only practical, but also beautiful at the same time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your views with us.
Thank you so much for listening to me.
Of course.
Thank you.